Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. I am now officially in 5.4. Not too sure how much I'm gonna get done today, but I really wanted to play a little bit more. Hey Graha, how you doing? I suppose we have to take stock of the situation. By forestalling the 8th Umbral Calamity, we have unwritten history. The future now lies beyond my ken. None can say what awaits, but so long as we stand together, I doubt not but that we can overcome all trials. We've always done so, have we not? Oh, yeah, that's right, I already did this. How do you fare late? Do you mean since I reawakened in this body? The hunger being par for the course, I have no complaints. All appears to be well. Though my memories straddle the lives I have lived, there are no contradicting fragments which cause me confusion. And by the same token, 'tis a strange feeling to be possessed of my young body again. Even accounting for the crystallization, I do not recall ever being so light and spry. As for my soul, Y'shtola assures me it is similar to yours, Chris. That is to say, it is somewhat denser than others, but otherwise normal. On the face of it, it appears to make sense, but I couldn't help but consider the differences between your circumstance and mine. You, of course, merged with Ardbert, and as similar as your souls may have been, the fact is you were two different people. Thus did your soul gain in density. How you were able to merge is another matter. Given what we know of the soul, that you possess distinct memories should have rendered the process more complicated. Though I but theorize, perhaps your strong and shared desire to do so made it possible. In contrast, I simply merged with myself. Whatever additional experiences the older me may have had, my fundamental existence remained unchanged. Mind you, that's not to say that I hadn't improved. Far from it. At any rate, when our souls combined, it shouldn't have been a process of augmentation, but rather, shall we say attunement. It seems somewhat strange that my soul has become denser. Or could this be the result of having undergone another rejoining? If so, it would serve as proof of a future that many fought and died to prevent. Lest we forget, my friend. Lest we forget. And then I showed him the Mistle last time. Cryle, what you doing? Oh, greetings, Triss. Come to look in on our friends? Rest assured, everyone's quite well. I've been keeping a close eye on them and have satisfied myself that they are all in fine health. As a matter of fact, they're just about to convene in Dawn's Respite to discuss how best to use that pent-up energy. Let's join them, shall we? Dawn's Respite. Where's that? Or is that the, little hospital in here?
Well, my friends, now that we have all settled back into our bodies, it is time we resumed our duties in earnest. Let us speak of our plans.
Ever since the Emperor's death, it's been one unsettling rumor after another. I've a mind to pay a visit to Garlemald to ascertain the truth of the matter.
A prudent endeavor. 'Tis of the essence that we establish the full extent of the threat, not least if it should prove that Xenos doth indeed orchestrate events from the shadows. In light of which possibility, I shall accompany thee on thy mission. Be assured that thou shalt find me more a help than a hindrance. Thou requirest another to imbue thine ammunition, dost thou not?
Yeah, you really do.
Assuming that's settled, there's something I've been meaning to look into as well.
Welcome back, everyone.
Lise!
Good to see you here.
You're fine now, right? No more headaches or keeling over?
Well,
That's right.
that's yet to be
We're
seen.
fighting fit and raring to go.
You were fighting Fit last time as well. And then it happened all of a sudden.
The famous Lys Hext, former scion and hero of the Alamegan resistance.
I don't believe we've met.
Really? It's so easy to assume that all Archons are acquainted. But then I suppose your fields of expertise are rather different.
Grahatir, at your service. I have read much and more about your exploits, Commander. It is a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance.
Likewise. The others told me all about you.
Do not be
We
so
did.
sure. Words scarcely do justice to the vital role he played in our victory in the first. A more dependable comrade one would be hard-pressed to find.
That's actually facts, though. Oh, he's so cute.
Oh, right. I did glance at the report. But I'd be lying if I said I understood half of it.
Oh no. He's gonna try to explain. Just tell her that he's cool.
Well, that's a lot to take in. Just to be clear, this means we're not heading for another calamity, does it?
Shorn of their unsundered master's leadership, what Ascians remain shall struggle to see their plans to fruition. And though I would ever advise caution, I believe we may rest easy for a time.
I'll take that as a yes. Even so, I don't know what to make of this business about Hydaelyn and Zodiac being primals.
Yeah.
A difficult truth to bear, yes. But at last we understand the nature of our adversary. And if there are no further calamities, neither will there be rejoinings, meaning Zodiac will never regain his full strength. Even so, as the oldest and mightiest of primals, he remains a force to be feared. Though his is a power born of the desire for salvation, we have seen the havoc it may wreak. And it falls to us to ensure that it is never again brought to bear upon this star.
But tell us, Lys, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit?
What do you mean? Isn't seeing my long-lost comrades reason enough? All right, there was one other matter. I have a message from the Alliance, and before you ask, yes, it's about the Empire.
Yeah, that tracks.
So, after Emperor Varys' assassination, it seems his cousin Nerva made a bid for the throne.
Who?
The trouble is, he wasn't the only one with designs on it, and it didn't take long for a civil war to break out. And it's not just in the provinces. Early reports say huge swathes of the Imperial capital have been reduced to rubble. The Alliance will soon convene in Alamigo to decide on a course of action, and we were hoping you'd come along.
Well, as it happens, Urianger and I were just this moment planning a little trip to Garlemald. And we should be grateful for any advice the Alliance can provide on how best to make the most of our visit.
To Alamigo, then.
Why don't you go on without me? There's something I need to look into.
What's that?
Oh, forgive me. You were just telling us. What is it, if I may ask?
I want to find a way to cure the Tempered.
Ooh, yes.
Of course. You think it may be possible to adapt the treatment you used to help those corrupted by the Sin Eaters?
I'm sorry, a cure for tempering? But that would change everything. Alizé, consider yourself uninvited. Go and find us this cure.
I'll do my best. I was hoping you might join me. Don't worry if not, though. I won't hold it against you if you'd rather attend a stuffy meeting.
No, I'm good. I'm on my way. I'm already running. What meeting? Lead on. I'm already, like, halfway out the door. Let's go.
I knew you'd say yes.
I'll come too. If you don't mind, that is.
G'raha's excited.
Mind? I'm sure they would be glad of your company. Pray, enjoy your time together with your hero.
No. That's not... I mean, I simply thought my knowledge might be of some use.
He's so shy.
We shall be on our way then. Godspeed.
He is definitely not the Exarch that we know. Not anymore. She's just such a shy little bee. Tataru's here too. She's gonna help. When I set out to save Halric, I thought Gabu was always at the back of my mind. And having proved that the light corrupted are not lost, I'm convinced the same must be true of the Tempered. Similar to those corrupted by the Sin Eaters, the ether of Gabu's soul has been rendered stagnant. And though the root cause is different, perhaps the solution is the same. It is by no means an unreasonable hypothesis, Alizé. It warrants full investigation. If there's even a chance we can save Gabu, we have to try. But however much I'd like to race over to Limsa and set to work, there's no room for recklessness, not when a child's life is at stake. As I'm sure Beklug would remind us, we still know little and less about the soul. Any number of things could go wrong if we don't exercise due caution. And so before attempting anything, we should learn all we possibly can about tempering. There's just one problem. Research into the condition has long since ground to a halt, and the combined work of the many scholars involved doesn't exactly amount to a wealth of knowledge. Not of the modern scholars, perhaps, but what of their ancient counterparts? I know the Alligans took a more than passing interest in the subject. And if what we seek is to be found elsewhere, or to be found anywhere, it would surely be at the Etherochemical Research Facility. Why there? Where they experimented on primals and their worshippers, yes? Oh, that's true! They did have a bunch of experiments that, like, kind of went wild when we went in there. I've never actually been there myself, but I did read the reports on Azizla, which means we'll be needing an airship. You will. An airship, you say? Meet me at the northern bank of Silvertear Lake. I've got a little surprise for you. Oh, and come prepared to travel. What are you doing, Tataru? Yeah. There's nowhere here for me to teleport to. No, it's like right outside. That's fine. What do I got? Ooh, big dog. Somewhere over here. Yeah, I see people standing here. Is that... Who is that up there? You're just a random dude, but you look cool. I mean, I recognize the Garland Ironworks, but you're not someone named. What is that? What are you wearing? Tataru. Did you become an engineer while we were gone? Stop picking up new jobs faster than I do. I give you the Bonanza, the Scion's very own airship. I built her as a company project to help with our friends of the Rising Stones, and named her for luck and prosperity. Tataru, this is amazing. We're able to fly just about anywhere we want. Our garments were impressive enough, but to build an entire airship? I see the annals did not exaggerate the many talents of the Scion's fabled coinkeeper. I'd also introduced myself as your pilot, except the training didn't go quite as well as I'd hoped. But that's alright, because we've hired this capable fellow here instead. You have a really unique hairstyle. The Bonanza is equipped with a full complement of mana cutters, by the way. Feel free to use them to get around Osisla. But enough talk, it's time to fly. All aboard! Tataru, you need to stop getting side jobs. I feel like the reason she picks up so many side jobs is probably due to the fact that every single time she does, she gets to add a new title to her name and an extra 0 to her paycheck. Honestly, Cid would be jealous of the way that airship flies. Tataru has outdone herself. Anyway, here we are, on Osisla, and Alphinaud's report did not do the scale of this place justice. Yeah, Osisla is huge. I really like the way the Bonanza looks. I wish it would say on it somewhere, the Bonanza. Yeah, I like it. This appears to be the Helix, which means we stand in the Alpha Quadrant. To the east lies the Beta Quadrant, and... yes, I believe I have my bearings. Though this is my first time in Osisla, I do have some familiarity with the place thanks to the records in the Crystal Tower. Unless I am mistaken, this path leads to an Aetheryte, beyond which there will be an information terminal. I suggest we begin our search there. I mean, you can see both of those things from here, so I'm not super convinced that you know what you're talking about, but that's fine. I'm sure you can figure it out, Mr. Alleganai. And here's the terminal. A moment while I search the archives for references to tempering. Ah, there we are. Iconic corruption. An overview. That sounds promising. Indeed. Let us see what this report has to say. Yes, attuned to the crystal. Confound it, the contents appear to have been deleted. What? No! Isn't there something you can do? Not from here, I'm afraid. But it may be that another copy of the report exists elsewhere. The question is where to look. The research facility. It says here that the report was written by someone named Owen. Is it likely that he kept a copy? I would say it's a distinct possibility. Assuming he was a researcher here, he will have had quarters on the Hemisphere. We can ascertain the details that Hemisphere control. Let us return to the Bonanza and avail ourselves of the mana cutters. We will need them to reach our destination. You will. I forgot, you already have a suitable means of transport, don't you? No need to waste time accompanying us back to the ship then. We'll see you at the Hemisphere. Yeah, you guys need to get the Hemisphere, or get the mana cutters. Me, I'm built different. Where's the Hemisphere? Is it down low or up high? It's up high, in an area that I haven't investigated before. Interesting. This looks like something that would be called a Hemisphere. Hope everybody's been doing well. I have been kind of obsessing over DayZ RP lately. Been trying desperately to join a group, which I'm probably gonna call the stream here in a little while, to go and basically keep trying to search for him, and we'll find out if I can get there. If the late Owen did indeed have a chamber here, this node will be able to tell us this number. There, from what I recall of the layout, it should be somewhere in the vicinity of... Warning, an evacuation order is presently in effect. Entry to the Hemisphere is not permitted at this time. Foiled again. In all likelihood, the order would have been imposed during the Fourth Umbral Calamity, and I doubt it will be lifted in the near future. Energy level critical. Returning to base for recharging. No, come back. How do I turn off the order? Well, surely there must be some way to gain access. Force, for example? Ere we resort to that, I have an idea. Were we to send a surge of energy through yonder control mechanism, it should prompt the system to restart, releasing the locks. As for a suitable energy source, a concentrated lightning shard might suffice. Happily, I seem to recall that they are known to form at points of stagnant aether throughout the continent. You seem to recall? Are you honestly telling me that was in the records too? Ha, I am. A report sent to the capital mentioned that lightning-aspected ether was prone to pooling on the continent, resulting in surges that interfered with equipment. A minor detail, I grant you, but in my role as caretaker of the Crystal Tower, there was no such thing as too much Allagan knowledge. Besides, my studies helped me feel connected to the source, to home. I must have explored this facility 1,000 times in my mind, but to finally stand here with the two of you, 'tis more exhilarating than I can well express. Now then, the lightning shard. If I may, I suggest we split up and search the Beta Quadrant. Oh, but beware of sprites. They are wont to manifest where the aether is stagnant. Now you're just showing off, which makes me think we should make a contest of this. The first to return here with a shard wins. What do you say? Very well. It would be my honor to come third. I love you, Graha. I'm so glad you're okay. Oh man. This way. No, that's balance unto all. The wisdom of ally. This way. Are there gonna be level 80 creatures over here? No. Do I have to fly over you? Seems pretty tall for me to fly. Ooh, right there. I think. Stagnant lightning. You might be roided up lightning sprites, but you're still just lightning sprites. It's hard to see Frey in the middle of the fight. I know that its name is Esteem, but I'm always going to just call it Frey, because in my head that's who it is. Oh, whoops, might help if I pick it up still. Bravo. That was quite a show, adventurer. Why, the spectacle proved so enthralling that all thoughts of my prize slipped my mind. I appear to have forfeited our little race. Congratulations, the lightning shard is yours. Ooh? Who are you? Show yourself at once. Forgive me, my friend. The scene so reminded me of our first meeting I couldn't resist. Well, the contest continues, so you had better hurry back. Ah, but one last thing. Thank you, Chris, for bringing me here. Oh. Well, that's horrifying. That's the way out. It appears Alice had no luck, so victory is yours. Congratulations. Now then, may I have the shard? Yeah. A lightning shard that fairly dances with the concentrated energy it harbors. Handle with care. What is it that makes you so much better at finding things? What do you have that I don't? GPS. That is a question I too have asked myself on numerous occasions. I suspect we could both learn a great deal from Chris, and not only about the secrets of adventuring. But come, we should attend to our mission. Excellent. The system responded exactly as intended. We now have access to the Hemisphere. Only one obstacle remains, the security systems within. Should they be triggered, they could make life rather difficult for us. For you. In light of which, pray leave the rest to me. If I'm right, my royal blood should allow me to venture in unmolested. Assuming this place works like the Crystal Tower, yes. But if it doesn't, you'll be on your own. I want you to promise us that you'll get out at the first sign of trouble. I promise. Wish me luck. Don't die. Again. Well, nothing for it but to sit tight. This looks voice acted now. And the music cutting in. Oh. I'm sure this Owen fellow was very learned, but iconic corruption and overview sounds like a studium thesis. We all had to write one. Lest you wonder, mine was about the combat applications of Aether. I'm nothing if not practical. Alphanos was more philosophical, of course. Political, dare I say it. He chose to write a lengthy discourse on our nation's duty to the world. A controversial subject, to say the least. He asserted that Charlene's knowledge should rightly be used to protect all life on the star. In direct opposition to the country's cherished policy of non-intervention. Being a leading member of the Forum, our father was not happy. At the time, of course, Alphinaud was utterly convinced of his views and would cheerfully argue to the death with anyone who saw differently. By which I mean the rows were long. To be fair to him, though, he's since learned to be a little more open-minded, but deep down he still holds fast to that one belief, and I admire him for it. I should have liked to meet the young Alphinaud. For what it's worth, my thesis concerned the elegant civilization as depicted in folklore. Oh, you're back. I didn't know you attended the studium. I guess he would have had to get the Archon mark, right? Oh, I didn't. A thesis was required to earn my Archon's mark. My peers at the Students of Aldessian convinced me to write one about the promise of unfettered access to forbidden tomes. Though I considered it no more than a means to an end at the time, I will admit it was gratifying to have my efforts acknowledged. Good gods, an Archon's thesis. I shudder to imagine the work involved. But enough about that. Is this the fruit of your foray? Yes. Owen's archive note. It was waiting for me in his chamber. If a copy of his report still survives, it would be stored in this device. Shall we find out? Initializing. Scanning for registered user. User not found. To proceed as a guest, please complete biometric authorization. Verifying. Authentication complete. Guest identified as member of the royal family. I am at your most humble service, Your Highness. Huh, never ceases to amuse me. 'Tis but a pity the effect will not last forever. Doga and Unai said as much when they granted me this gift, but until such time as it fades, I shall use it gratefully. It was still in effect in the first, like 100 years later. Search archive for iconic corruption. One item found, iconic corruption, and overview. The report is locked by the author. Please state password. The password is I'm royalty. Well, go on then, Your Highness. Tell the nice no to the password. Do it. Right. Let's see. Glory be to Alag. Long live Emperor Xande. Password. Password incorrect. Please try again. Confound it. Come now, passwords are invariably short and simple. For instance, password. The notion that the password could be something so inane would be laughable were it not so dangerously stupid. Furthermore, your conduct in the presence of His Highness is grossly inappropriate. Know your place, handmaiden. What did that thing just call me? Handmaiden. Wild Rose. Password incorrect. Again. Be warned that any further inappropriate behavior in the presence of His Highness will not be tolerated. That's it. I say we dismantle it and manually extract what we need. Now, let's not be too hasty. A single misstep and we risk losing the report altogether. I believe this may be a task for Sid and his colleagues. If anyone can coax Machina into cooperating, it's them. Come, let us bear the node back to the Rising Stones. That's a good idea. I bet, like, Cryo would be able to figure it out. Give me money. What day is it? It's Thursday. I need to go and... Ooh. Hello, archive node. You're making this a little bit difficult. I am gonna go ahead and hop on out. I got a few chores and stuff that I need to do today, but I just wanted to get a little bit of time in. I hope y'all have a good one.